Humaworm is an awesome formula. I was skeptical at first, but I bit the bullet. I bought the formula, did the cleanse, did it properly, followed the directions, and I had very nice results. I removed just a massive amount of waste from my system. Got rid of a big piece of what looked to be a tapeworm. Um, what's interesting with parasite cleansing is oftentimes when you're using the anti-parasitic herbs, not only do you remove parasites, but you also remove things like fecal impactions. Um, I saw a couple gallstones come out of me on this cleanse. There's just a multitude of things that can unlatch themselves from your body when you start doing a parasite cleanse, and it's not just parasites. So I give this formula, I give the product a 10 out of 10. It worked great. I had known about Humaworm for a few years, but for some reason I just felt skeptical to it, and I kept putting it off and putting it off. And then recently I just decided to give it a try. And I was very, very happy with the results. I'm going to do another round here in a little bit, probably within the next 60 days. And, so Humaworm is a anti-parasitic formula, again, that utilizes the use of anti-parasitic herbs and cleansing herbs, such as Cascara sagrada, bayberry, psyllium, garlic, black walnut hulls, etc. There's a small handful of powerful herbs in this formula, and they're blended properly and they work great. So if you're interested in parasite cleansing, if you're interested in cleansing just in general, this is a nice formula to check out. Only downside is that it's a tad expensive, but if you're willing to pay the money, you can get that formula shipped to your door for just under $50, and it's all handmade. The company's really neat. I've looked into them. People have all across the board just had great results with Humaworm, which is why I'm making this video. So if you're interested, go over there to their website and check it out. I'm not receiving any money from this. I'm just telling you what works for me, and Humaworm worked for me. It only took about 3 days until I started seeing tangible results in the toilet in the form of different impactions, all sorts of different wastes, etc. So, anything else to say about Humaworm other than the fact that it's an awesome cleanse? Check it out. Again, I give it a 10 out of 10. Removed a bunch of waste from my system. I feel cleaner, I feel happier, I feel clearer, and that is a byproduct from removing wastes from your system. As you release the load of waste in your system, your consciousness reacts to that, and you begin to become clearer and clearer and clearer. So, after 30 days of this cleanse, I feel so much different than when I started the cleanse. I know I have to do another round of this. And what's nice about Humaworm is that it's all capsulated, it's all organized. It's not like you have to make all these anti-parasitic potions and mix all these herbs by yourself in water and do this and that. All you got to do is take your herbs, 2 capsules, 30 minutes before you eat, and you will feel the results. I can almost guarantee it. Just 15 minutes after taking the capsules on an empty stomach, I could feel the effect of the herbs on my mind, on my body, etc. And herbs are just so powerful. It's amazing how there are just the natural realm of nature is just a biological pharmacopoeia of various different natural medicines and constituents. Some herbs are anti-parasitic, some are expectorating. There's a herb for everything out here in the garden. So one of the greatest ways to know if a herb is quality or not is to take it and see if it affects your mind. Because herbs, in a sense, are like drugs, depending on which herbs they are. And when you take them, you can feel them. If you take cayenne pepper, if you take the right quality cayenne pepper, you will feel it. Same goes with Centella asiatica or hibiscus. Um, the properly generated colloidal silver, you will feel it. Activated carbon, etc. And Humaworm, when you take those capsules, at least in my case, I could feel it. I knew I was cleansing. 5 days into it, I had released over 500, I would say, estimation of these little tiny egg-looking things. I was kicking out big pieces of what appeared to be tapeworm. Um, every day I was going to the bathroom about 3 times a day, and I was barely even eating. So the nice thing about Humaworm is it also utilizes herbs such as Cascara sagrada and Psyllium. Um, not only does it help you cleanse the parasites, but it also helps you loosen up the impactions in the large intestine. The laxative properties of some of these herbs really help get the flow moving, and you will notice what I'm talking about depending on how toxic you are. When you start taking this formula, you'll begin to poop and poop and poop. And it's just, oh my God, it feels so good to take this formula and go to the bathroom that many times a day and just get all the stuff out. The way I feel 30 days after the cleanse is in no way, shape, or form anything like what I felt before the cleanse. I feel much better. So I feel that it's my duty to give a little review about this all natural, all herbal, anti-parasitic cleansing formula known as Humaworm. And you can find their stuff at www.humaworm.com. I'll put a link on the screen. But is there anything else I want to talk about before I end that? I don't think so. On behalf of the Sacred Starseed Serpent YouTube channel, I hope that this message can inspire you to be stimulated by the idea of parasite cleansing, planetary regeneration, enlightenment, 46 and 2, all that good stuff. Peace be with you.